Hello and welcome back. In order to know what's happening in our devices, in order to be able to get some feedback so that we know that it's doing what we want it to do, we need something called a display. And one of the simplest, easiest displays to use, one of the most straightforward ones, is the 7-segment display, which is what you can see above me here. Now, how you go about building your 7-segment display is going to depend entirely on what you're building it in. For example, I'm using Shapes 2 here, but if you're using Minecraft, a Little Big Planet, it'll be a little bit different process. If you're using like a breadboard, you can just buy pre-built 7-segment display modules so you don't have to make any of this yourself. However you're approaching it, the process of using them is pretty much going to be the same. So here we have the most basic 7-segment display. It takes 7 inputs, one for each segment, and each segment on the 7-segment display is one LED, it's one light. And so you have one wire that goes in, and if it's on, it lights up. If it's off, it doesn't. It's that simple. Now, we can replicate that in Shapes 2 with something that looks like this. 7 wires coming in, 4 on the first layer and 3 on the second layer. And each of those wires corresponds to a different segment. This is a little bit more like what it's going to really look like. A segment is either on or off, and we can represent on and off with these convenient buttons. So if a button is on, that segment lights up. So here, each of these buttons is wired to a gate. If that gate is on, that color red passes through and lights up the segment. In the final version, we add in a bunch of these black displays that are always going to stay black just to provide a little bit more contrast. And that's how we make a 7-segment display in Shapes 2. Same principle is going to apply to building it in Minecraft, building it in any of the other games, or even building one out in real life. And we're going to expand on this in our next video.